I mean, here we can see some bush pics, and I don't even want to comment anything here. I mean, just look at that and think whatever you think now. Hello everyone and welcome to the Wolfside channel. Today we have a very special topic. I mean, always special. Yeah, the new patch notes. And yeah, I really like the new patch notes. I like patch notes every time. But there's a problem with that. Just for example, as you can see here, I'm hitting a Risar and the Risar is shooting back with his arrow. So this is new, that Risars can hit you with arrows and sators as well. And this is also what I hated about Mortal Online 1. Of course, it's a little bit more immersive than if you're just running around the Risar and he's running behind you with his axe and trying to hit you and can't hit you and stuff like that. But on a gameplay perspective or on a perspective of going to farm somewhere, I don't like that. Because I have some people in the guild and also myself, like, if I want to go farming there, I'm like, okay, now I need to wear a steel armor, otherwise it doesn't make a sense to farm that with as a mounted archer. Maybe I should skill to another character build just to farm my risers and stuff like that. And also in the riser dungeon, you're getting hit from everywhere, and you can't even reach the risers, but they can hit you and stuff like that. So it's like, yeah, this is what I don't like about that patch. But let's look at the other stuff. New points of interest everywhere. Krampus is in Tinrim. You can now build some bridges over rivers. Better NVIDIA reflex and DLSS generation. Movement and combat. Increased the stamina gained on parries up to 15. Previously was 10. Parrying with a shield no longer grants stamina. Fixed a bug where you would permanently block while you're doing another block. For mounts and pets we have multiple changes that were made in an attempt to solve the players get launched into the air problem. Yeah, we experienced that a lot, Starbolt. Fixed a bug that allowing you to loot players you were dueling. Don't get me wrong, in Mortal Online 1 it was like, if you duel, you can loot your opponent. But yeah, there's something for other topics. Fixed an issue where players who logged out as murderers would still be considered murdered upon login, even if they have the below minimum of the murder count. I personally think that the murder count system is still a joke in my opinion, but this is just my opinion. Fixed pet attacks murderers not turning the pet and owner local grey. Tasks and bounty hunting. Remove the different bounty tiers, sadly. You will now get a complete random murderer instead of the one with murder counts within range. That is a little bit sad in my opinion, because that is what made the new bounty hunting system so awesome, that people actually hunting murderers around the city. Around the city. This is the whole point, Starbolt. My god. Okay, let's go. Updated hunter tasks polls for each town to be more regional. That is awesome. You will no longer be eligible for the quick execution bonus reward of tasks upon death. And fixed a bug. This was not a bug, by the way. This was an exploit. You get, for example, you taking the task of a troll and you killing risers, and risers were counting for 2. So this was not a bug, Starbolt, or maybe it was a bug, but it was an exploit. It was a very hard exploit. A lot of people exploited that, and at least it's fixed now. Guilds and territory control. Fixed an issue that caused the territory of a keep to reset when upgrading its tier. Fixed an issue where tier 2 and tier 3 guard towers wouldn't aggro criminals correctly at all times. Yeah, I mean if I'm paying a lot of gold for my guards in my town to protect me and they don't protect me, yes, this is not so good. Fixed an issue where TC priests blocking some players from being resurrected. They were checking for a positive standing even if they are not at a nation themselves. Buildings and houses. Buildings which are still under construction now have their defense scaled properly based on how fully built they are. Buildings are now much more vulnerable before they have been fully constructed. After a building has reached 100% health, its defense will stay at 100% until it is destroyed. That is very important. Next is just a rendering issue, and the next is a fixed issue where some roads were not blocking placement of buildings. Players could, for example, place buildings on the roads outside Farbenum and the Colored Forest, and that is not meant to be. So if you placed, if you can place a house on a road or very near a road or blocking a road, this is not meant to be, and it will be removed by the GM. So some node crashes are fixed related to the AI targeting behavior. Wait a second, I can show you the new AI, Unreal Engine 5 AI targeting whatever behavior and stuff. Look at that. I mean, here we can see some bush pics, and I don't even want to comment anything here. I mean, just look at that and think whatever you think now. Yeah, I mean, no, I don't even want to comment here. No. Let's continue with the list. Characters, AI, and NPCs. Sators now have ranged spit attacks. Risars now can use bows when needed. And just personally, for my personal opinion, this is one of the worst changes ever. I mean, this is something that killed a lot of PvE for Mortal Online 1 players in Mortal Online 1. Mortal Online 1 was the same. Risers were the same, just exactly the same, and then they patched in OP ranged attacks, and people stopped doing risers. A lot of people stopped doing risers. A lot of people don't even had the intention to log in anymore or remove their houses from the spots from the riser camps and stuff because it was not fun anymore. It wasn't worth it anymore, and they just gone. So I don't know about this change. Of course, they needed to implement that because you could be on a safe spot where the riser can't hit you and you can shoot him with arrows. So this is stupid. But just farming this as a legit mounted archer and stuff, it's like okay. Guess I have to be a foot fighter now and not a mounted archer anymore. So yeah, this is exactly the changes that people getting upset about Star Wars. Exactly stuff like that. Balancing changes like that. In people enjoyed it for years or had fun with it for years, and now they have to adjust their playstyle. I'm not talking about the people that were on safe spots and were killing risers on safe spots while they couldn't even be able to be hitted or stuff like that. But if I'm using a horse or whatever stuff and avoiding the riser hitting me, I don't get it. I don't like this change at all, but this is just my personal opinion. I could be completely wrong. Please comment below if you like this change or don't like this change. I hate it. It's just annoying that you as a legit player of normally playing and enjoying the game how it is, you're getting fucked all the time because some people abuse the system. Exploiting whatever, doing whatever stuff. Then Star Wars is implementing some mechanics to counter that exploiting, and then you as a legit player, you are fucked in the end. And this is what I hate about that. Then they also tweaked some spawners. They tweaked the Walking Dead general spawner. Then they fixed an issue with the armor parts. Fixed an issue where pet equipment would get artifacts when switching between two different types. Fixed an issue where forest trolls sometimes spawned on top of trees. This is not only for forest trolls, this is also for razorbacks, for springboks, for bush pigs, for a lot of spawners. Items and trinkets. Adjust light intensity on player torches. Blood core was reverted to its proper state, so it got nerfed. Fixed cooking sometimes resulting in broken items. Fixed a bug causing amulets to not give you the correct skill level for child skills upon login until you re-equip them. Then UI interactions. I mean, this is a lot of UI fixes and stuff like that. I'm not going into detail here. But what I really would like to see is the broker improvements. Everyone is using the broker. And everyone is saying that the broker, compared to many other games, is not correctly categorized, correctly listed. You can't filter it correctly. Even the weapon filter. People asking for a filter for slashing damage and all the damage types, for weight filters. And they just implement our advanced filtering systems now, an advanced filtering system like any other MMO that is out there, please. And people are asking for that since the broker is implemented. And since the broker was implemented in 2010 or 2009 or something like that to Mortal Online 1, these are the improvements the people want. The people want improvements, quality of life improvements and stuff like that, Star Wars. Not some fancy whatever shit. No one cares. No one cares about the fancy whatever shit. Get your base game correct. Get your base game right. Get the stuff you have fixed and working, and then start doing some crazy shit. But before that, don't even start thinking about crazy shit. Then of course also some lighting and weather environment improvements and a lot of fixes there. And of course they improved their game performance a lot. Don't get me wrong, sometimes I'm feeling so connected to the game that I'm getting so angry at so basic decisions that I still don't get it. Why they haven't had one guy or two guys sitting on reworking the broker completely. I don't know why they don't do that. But maybe they will in the future, that we have finally a broker system that works and have proper mechanics in there and proper filtering options in there and working properly. And this is just not the only thing. There's a lot of these small decisions, small things that matter so much that didn't get enough attention as it needs, I guess. But this is just my opinion. I could be completely wrong. Okay, so please leave it in the comments, by the way. And please leave a like and subscribe and ring the bell. And special thanks to all the supporters, of course. Carmel, Professor Lukario, Rhonus, Paarthurnax, Cologne, Bulldog, Giovanni, Vargas, RealMadWurst, Mip, Greta, you, and all the others, of course. And don't forget to patch hard. I mean, party hard, of course. Of course, party hard. And yeah, and see you all next time. Goodbye.